What's going on there? There we go. Welcome back, Chad. Welcome back to Wall Street Sessions. Going to be a good one. I think it still starts on relatively early. For myself, this is my first trading session for the day. Obviously, I think my body just needed a bit of rest earlier this morning. So shout out to Chris for pulling you guys through on that one.
We were worried. Chad, be honest, we still, we even had Dylan praying for you, the pre-warrior. But yeah, good to have Keegan back. How are you feeling? Are you feeling somewhat better? Initially, Chad, I've been with Keegan for over 12 months, and I've not seen him that sick, where he was literally, like, sometimes he looks sick, but he like pulls through, and it's like a little bit of a snot nose, nothing serious, but no. Feeling alright?
Nah, feeling good, bro. I said the thing for me was, I think it was a mixture of feeling crap and having literally zero sleep. That's just what was the cherry on the cake. So definitely feel a lot better after just some natural rest. Obviously, you have taken some medication. But we are here, so we're going to make sure we at least rock up, get some TPs, get some pips, and make it all worthwhile. But otherwise, how was the London session?
Bro, honestly, obviously it was disrupted with the electricians coming on here, putting the power on, off. So it was a little bit disruptive. I had the idea of a long. The guys that joined us 23.61, that key level, there was the idea for a long. Didn't get the retest, just pushed up. So called it a session. Told the guys most probably 23.65 for now. But yeah, nothing that I could have taken. I wouldn't say I missed anything. There's something that I wanted to take, I didn't take. No, I don't think you missed anything, bro, to be honest.
Okay. Yeah, at least that's a positive then. But yeah, I think we're ready for this one.
Starting off with a young prayer there.
My brother, you're gonna open us up there with some prayer.
Chat. Bow their heads, keep the eyes closed, keep it open. We're just gonna start off with prayer, and we're gonna go. Father, I just want to thank you for this day. Thank you for blessing us with your favor, your mercy, your grace. Thank you for keeping us healthy. Thank you for bringing Keegan back here into the session. I pray that his body will completely heal. Throughout the session, I pray that you will give us wisdom, that you will give us insight, and that everything we do, good or bad, and more good than bad, that we will bring you glory. And we want to thank you. And we know that everything that comes from your hand is purely by your grace and your mercy, and not by what we've done or anything that we can do, but it's purely by your grace and mercy. And we thank you for that in Jesus' name. And everybody that believes it says amen, amen, amen.
Amen. So right, chat, I hope you guys are ready. It is time to get things kick-started, yeah. So, very simple, guys. What are we looking at here for the day? We're going to break it down very shortly for you. So, again, USD, the major one, obviously going here. We got, remember, Bar speaking now, not anything to worry about there. And then we got Chair Powell Testifies at 4. So, again, I don't think we're going to get anything too crazy from it. But I think if he does maybe give a little bit of answers on what happened last week with NFP, maybe with regards to unemployment rates, I think then we might see a little bit of volatility coming through on the markets. But until then, I don't necessarily think we're going to get anything too crazy to write home about. So we should have some clear sailing. Again, if anything, should just be some volume in the market. So definitely looking forward to the session. But other than that, I think we can go over to the technical side of things already and just see how it is looking over there. So over with DXY, what are we looking at for the day, guys? I'm pretty much still...
Sorry, man, will you just close that Google thing? No, on your screen.
The Google thing on my screen?
Yeah, that Google.
Oh,
yeah.
There.
Flip. I adjusted my screen. Okay, yeah. Sorry, man. It just throws off the... There we go. Sorry, man.
No, perfect. So what am I looking at for the day, guys? As much as I want to say, yes, it does 100% look more bullish now for the session, I obviously am still bearish, and that's obviously been the idea. Very similar to what Chris said. We have one bullish candle, doesn't mean we are now bullish. We did say to you guys, very simple, yesterday in the prep calls with Project G, I spoke to the guys, two things are going to happen. We're going straight down. Otherwise, if things are planning to do what we are looking for the week, very likely we could trade back up for the retest of this resistance zone, the monthly pivot. But again, what also shows us is the fact there's no top wick. So we could break to hit the top wick of Friday's candle. So that is something to look out for. And again, once we get there, it won't be a case of a candle closure. If it is something that we correct on, it would be a case of almost getting that wick, hitting that resistance zone, and coming straight back down afterwards. So that is just something we're going to take note of and look out for. When we start looking on the lower time frames, you can also see how DXY is battling already. So we are stepping slowly to the top side. So definitely are showing that bullish momentum. Very simple. High highs, high low, high high, high low, high high, high low. So again, if we can hold this little support area we have over here on the 30 minutes, we'd want to see DXY start going bullish from here. But if we start failing, again, almost getting back under previous daily lows, we can see us going for the downside again. So just keep an eye out on that. Obviously, when we look here, the EQ daily pivot at the Asia low, but EQ untested. So that does become a nice target, an idea for price to go to there with DXY for us. Then when we go over to NASDAQ, as you said, very much bullish. You can't take away from that. As always, we still haven't traded back again now. That monthly R1 having nice breaks above it with no retest. So again, as much as it's very far away, that can, for example, become just a target as a retest and then going bullish again after that. We can see on the 15 again your daily pivot EQ right there just under the monthly R1, so it will be a very nice area. We can see in the past how it did have a little bit of volume that came in from there before the nice initial break. So when we're looking at also on the lower time frames, we can see obviously Asia highs being set, Asia lows, failure basically holding around the daily R1. Then they went for your time for Asia highs again, and now coming back to Asia lows. So both of them being tested twice. So very holding that Asia range. So definitely I think on the cash open we're going to get a massive push. Again, for me, daily R1, if NAS is trading underneath the daily R1, very likely it's going to be a bearish push on that open. But we're going to have to keep it there. If we are trading and holding that, very good chance we can be going bullish. So just keep an eye out. I think that daily R1 going into the New York session is going to be quite important. Then with US 30, again, if we look over here, massive move yesterday, but literally retracing all of it. So the sells that we wanted playing out literally a few minutes later, and a massive sell-off. Trading all the way up to the weekly R1, daily R1s, previous daily high up there obviously, but again that weekly R1 keeping us down below. So on the 4 hour, what do I want to take note of about that is the fact that we had the break of the support zone, but just like every other time, we can break it, never holds break. Even though we trade all the way up there, we came right back down and still closed bearish over there, not holding it. 4 hour is holding it again now, so it does look very good to trade there. If we are fading off those zones, good chance we can be going back down to the weekly pivot. Again, this all lines up with if we see DXY making a comeback. So what do we see here? Asia lows, Asia highs, trading down for Asia lows, having the fake out, but now literally battling there, getting back down. So already price is showing us the whole day. We had one moment we went for the Asia highs. The rest of the day, they've kept us at the lows and keeping us under the Asia lows. We can also see the 200 trading very nicely there now. Again, we didn't hold it over here. If we cancel holding under Asia lows and under the 200, same as NASDAQ, I think that will be the bearish move on US 30. So just keep an eye out for that one. But again, we are bullish, but we're just going to keep basically trading price today. Then when lastly we look at gold, gold's going to be something very similar. We are still very much bullish. But again, you got this little support zone, which was meant to be support, failed, and now again can be rejection, but we haven't tested it. We are trading to the weekly pivot, which that is holding as our rejection area. So just underneath, which is a nice area of resistance for the market. When we start looking over here again, that was your nice big breakaway, and that is what we filled and had the retest on. The EQ is literally there on the resistance area, as you guys can see. So literally on the money with where that block is. So again, two things very similar to all the pairs today. Again, it's only Tuesday, so markets still can be doing their counter trend. All this is the day they're going to start correcting, and that's why these are all almost going to be, as I say, price trading, reactive trading today. You've got your previous daily low. Very simple. If we go under that previous daily low, I think gold is in some serious trouble today. But if we start trading back up, if we even get above that weekly pivot, I think the buys are on seriously going for that EQ and then pumping all the way back up again. So very simple day for us. When we look at it over here, you can even make this a little intro level for yourself. That over there, if we can start trading above this zone, the buys could definitely be on as well. That 2364 area. So again, you can even round it up and just say the 2365, a little bit above for that confidence of obviously the $5 grid. But pretty much that's going to be everything from my side. Chris, I'm interested to see what you're going to be looking for today.
Dude, I'm so high on this fumes. I can't think that it's good. Luckily, it's Chad, yeah, so we weren't supposed to paint again. And then this morning I said, look, the mat is not going to work. So we got nuked, a double shot. I think after this, Keegs, how are you feeling about the fumes? I am, like you left, like you were at least 3-4. Yeah. I've been sitting here.
You've been in here the whole time.
Yeah, Chad, anyways, I've been nuked here, so... Okay, where do we start? DXY. Okay, DXY, very simply put, guys. I almost want to say yesterday morning. This morning we spoke about it. Dollar is still bearish. The dollar is still, I don't even know what these purple lines are, but anyways, Dollar is still bearish for me while we trade below this key level, and we can still easily reject that and come lower. Otherwise, if we start closing above 104.65, then obviously we can go bullish. Very simply put, for me, it has been a choppy session. We've been trading within the Asia range. We're only starting to take Asia highs now a couple of minutes earlier. And there's that key level as well that we've been considering. So for me, very, very simply put, is that if we cannot hold above this level, that is technically the high for the week, chat. You can clip this, you can record this, you can send it to me at the end of the week and say, oh, Chris did say this was the high of the week. If we cannot get above 104.65, Powell obviously on deck in 38 minutes. No, 38 minutes, yeah. 38 minutes, Powell is going to testify, and it is going to get quite choppy here, going to get quite rowdy. Previous daily high, obviously a big one. That's where the 200 and the previous daily high is going to converge. That is the two zones that we are watching up here, which is also the daily R1. Okay. And then down here, 104.58. There's your two key levels. US 30 is looking like it wants to hurt people. It is still on track to hurt a lot of people. All of these wicks are doing a number on guys. So for the US 30 traders, best of luck. It is a jungle out there, and if you come out on top, mad respect. What I am looking at is that we've taken Asia highs, we've taken Asia lows, we've come back right in the middle. Now we're trading back below. Where's my weekly pivot? My weekly pivot's all the way here. My previous daily low is all the way down here. Previous daily high is all the way up there. Big previous daily range. And for me personally, there is, Chad, here's the thing. The 80 is trading below the 200. That's the one thing. Second thing is that the EMA is starting to point up. So it is weird. It is indecisive. So just keep that in mind. Don't break your brain over, oh, it's going long, it's going short. It is very indecisive. It is very choppy. I'm going to be very honest with you. If the 80 can start trading bullish and the EMAs can start holding their own, I'm going to say Asia lows is most probably the level to monitor for the session. Asia lows. Other than that, there's nothing that I can tell you to say, hey, this looks very clean. No, it looks like shit. It literally looks like something I'll rather not put my hand towards, and I'll wait for another day. So I'm going to be very honest with you. And if you guys don't like that, sorry, man, but it's looking tough out there. Nasdaq, obviously bullish. There's that 200 holding firm and strong. We're already trading at the daily R1. That is the daily R1, Keeks, because my stuff is a little, there's a little bit overlapping. Asia range is still firmly intact. Previous daily high down here, not yet tested. Again, Chad, very tough here. I'm going to say your daily R1 becomes a key level here. This level becomes key, and then we're going to need to wait and see that. I don't even really want to rhyme. This level becomes key, then we're going to wait and see. That just came from itself. Gold, again, very simple for me. Today is going to determine whether this was, again, one big fake out. Again, I'm constantly sounding like a broken record. Oh, Chris, we've seen this, but I have to. Some guys are not here every single day. Some guys are not here in the morning. And what we refer to is this here. So is this a fake out? I don't know. End of the day is going to tell me. 5 minutes. However, very simply put, there's that key level that we've spoken about right there. There's your Asia lows still holding. And here's our grid. Chat, so very simply put for me, 80 is somewhat flatlined. I've got 2 zones that I'm going to monitor going into the session. This zone here. So if we cannot hold above this zone, I'm going for sells. But if we start getting above this 200, remember what I said about that 200. 200 is a key level. You can literally build a strategy around this 200. I don't want to say too much, but the gentleman that's getting the $500,000 payout, this 200, very simple. Very, very simple. All I'm saying is a 200 EMA. Even Chad. I'm not going to give too much, and I don't even want that gentleman to give too much. But if I tell you that his strategy is built around these 4 little lines you see here, let me drop some gems for you. His strategy is completely built around these 4 lines here. These EMAs you see here, his entire strategy is built around that. Okay. So if you thought ICT jumping up and down, BB plus, BB this, yeah, anyways. So for me, very simply put, 23.65 for the bars. That's going to be easy bars, and then we're going to go for Asia highs. And otherwise, if we start rejecting this 200, we are going to get the same that we got yesterday. This down here. Alright. So very, very simply put, that is what I'm looking at, Keeks. Nothing more, nothing less.
Oh, perfect, brother. Perfect. Yeah, we still got a bit of time there, so I think we can run through the chat here in the meantime. Keeks, are you forward testing the USD strat today? Yes, I am, my brother. I'm forward testing it. What else? Which one? The indicator. It's the, if you're talking about the 4 lines, it's the EMAs, brother. Keeks, you good? I wouldn't say I'm my best, but I am doing better, brother. I'm doing better. We gotta keep pushing, keep moving. Let's see what else is in here. The fumes. Yeah, the fumes are a bit wild in here today. Sure. Chris, which one would you recommend between Bollinger Bands or EMA?
So Bollinger Band is obviously an envelope that basically gives you think of it as a track, where the EMAs is the center point. Center point. We are Keeks.
Yeah, so I think honestly it maybe comes down to what your trading style is. If you want to be trading, let's maybe say explosive moves, like let's say it this way. If you want to trade breakouts, I'd say EMAs are better. If you trade ranges, Bollinger Bands might be better.
Dude, I am chalked in here, bro. My eyes even twitching a little bit. Alright. Does your eye twitch? Bro, my eyes never twitch. I don't know if it's all the fumes in here, but or it's the light, but my eye is like twitching this left eye.
James, what would you recommend for calculating risk for NAS or US30? Example, my Forex book or for FX.
Go to my Instagram, start working through my go exclamation Chris. Oh, actually, you know what? We've got time. You know what? I'm going to do you a solid, yeah. Give me 1 second.
Chris is trying to get his numbers back up.
No, it's just that question. Like, I feel so bad sometimes when I don't want to answer it, the lot size thing. And then I'm like, we did a reel for it. Let me just shoot you with the reel.
I'm sure that reel, if you go there, you can like go copy link.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do now. I'm gonna
in the chat.
I'm gonna copy link.
What is the settings on your email indicator?
Email indicator.
Classic. I'm guessing I'm gonna think that's autocorrect, and you're meant to say EMAs. But yeah, with EMAs, bro, there's not really settings to an EMA. You just make them whatever colors you want.
Okay, do me a favor. Go exclamation US30. Quickly go exclamation US30.
Sour, no, we basically touched on it a bit in the start of the stream. But no, depending what he says, if maybe he talks about the results of last week's news, it might get a bit volatile, but no, it won't be anything crazy.
Go exclamation US30.
Yeah, that worked.
Okay. There's the real. Then I'm gonna drop another one. Look at us building out little commands here. Incredible technology, my bro.
Chris, Chief's looking for you, brother. Unless he's just done. I don't know. Oh yeah.
Not Chief painting a phobia on his shirt.
The businessman, bro.
Hey, I like it, Chief. Chad, do me another favor. Go exclamation lots. That is for your general lot size calculation. Let's check it out. Exclamation lots.
Guys, I promise you that I was talking to Chris about it this morning. You know when we say how tough and obsessed you're going to be with this game. As cack as I felt last night, having zero sleep. Literally the 1 hour I did sleep, I had a dream. And it literally was of us trading CPR on Thursday. That's literally where my mind was.
Okay. So Chad, we already have a nice list of commands. We've got exclamation pre, that's for the pre-wall. We've got exclamation Chris and exclamation Keegan. That's
so what's the exclamation for?
That's just to trigger the command.
Because I'm just saying, like, naturally, if someone asks something, or then you just need to tell them exclamation this.
Yeah.
So
that's just to trigger the Nightbot.
Bogart is waiting for you, Keeks, post CPR.
Hey.
Nah, I already did a bit of Bogart shopping. Before I went to Joburg, I did quite a bit. Got myself some new goodies, got my dad some stuff. Yeah, so we'll see when I go again. But actually, funny enough, guys, I'm going to be doing a campaign for Bogart very soon. Actually, very, very blessed about it. Obviously, that's not like a contractual deal yet, but we are doing a partnership at the moment. So, funny enough, actually, yeah, within the next few weeks, there will be a post about that.
Sorry, it's exclamation prayer. Sorry, it's exclamation prayer. Try it.
Oh, they did send the exclamation prayer.
No, they just said exclamation pray.
Oh.
So exclamation prayer.
Exclamation Chris.
Alright, so everyone losing their minds here. It's like incredible. Look at this little bot go. Making Nightbot sweat.
I love how it was exclamation Chris to exclamation Chris.
Yeah. Alright, chat, how's everyone feeling? Everyone feeling alright? Keeks, so had a chat. Somebody's saying we must use Riverside to stream. I'm going to send you a link. Check it out. Riverside. Apparently using AI to clip some of your Riverside studio.
We can try it. Will be pretty cool.
Go live. Obviously, they've got Marcus Brownlee, MKBHD with Mark Zuckerberg. I've got some heavy hitters here, so obviously there's going to be a lot of.
We'll give them a try.
A lot of money. No, I don't think they're pricing. Look at this. Let's check the price. Oh. Oh, it's not bad. $24 per month. 15 hours of multi.
There must be a trial thing.
Try 2 hours of multi. So it seems it's more recording thing. Riverside, I'll check.
We can look into it. I mean, if it does, that would be very cool for content for us just to help with naturally.
Yeah, to just naturally
have clips to send out.
Because apparently this actually clips it for you.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, we can look into it. I'll even check it out a bit later.
You can almost say like, "Hey Siri, we're gonna enter a trade. Start clipping now."
The 1 minute bullet waiting. Hey, it's loaded. It's looking good, Fobs. Looking at what it did, looking very, very good. I must say, yesterday's one was... I naturally, as I said, it's mechanical, so you got to take emotions out of it. But naturally, I didn't agree with what it was yesterday. Just naturally of price action. Where what it wants to do today, I can already agree with it. Like, I can actually see this move. Yeah, I like the way price is sitting out. Yeah, nice. It's looking good for it. What's up, chat? What's up? Clear fumes, Powerball numbers.
Yes, bro. This, yeah. Luckily tomorrow, last day in the fumes today. So maybe enjoy it, gigs. For me, not vaping. Chad, actually talking about the vape this weekend with the rugby, I was so close, and I'm sitting there, and everyone is pulling a vape, and I'm sitting outside by the fire, and there's guys smoking a cig, and the boys are pulling the vapes, and it's like, that it's quite cold, and it looks so lacquer. Even that cig, bro, I almost wanted to take a cig. Yes, and I'm fighting there for my life, and I'm like, nah, that is just weak. If I take a pull now of a vape, I'm like, I'm just weak. Someone told my wife, listen, let's pack up, let's go home. All of these weak people.
I'd rather go home.
All of these weak people smoking and vaping, and said, no, let me go home.
There's a lack of new one in my car, bro.
Nah, bro. No. I was like, now to fall back. How long has it been now? It's been almost...
It's been a while for you, bro.
Chad, again, not even a single pull of a vape. Not even like putting the vape.
Where's our...
Oh, to open up the markets.
Yeah, Marlin cleans amazing, but I can never find things afterwards.
Do you guys post a weekly summary of your trades, trade history? I just subbed, would like to follow your trades, but we need to first know your past results. Don't follow our trades, Patelo. Do me also a favor. Every single stream we've ever done, there's over 400 streams, is there for you. So maybe go all the way back from the start, and then you go and re-watch them. But yeah, please don't follow our trades. Again, like the disclaimer says, these streams are for educational and entertainment purposes only. We do not urge anyone to take our trades here. So yeah, please don't follow the trades. Again, not being ugly or anything. Here's the thing, you can either learn from our mistakes or you can learn from our wins. But at all stages, should you make your own decision.
Markets are open, Chad. Round 4. Fight.
Sheesh. What happened to keto, Chris? No, flip keto. Keto is unhealthy for you. TG's Trading, do you have a command for the Discord on Nightbot? We'd have exclamation Discord. There we do. My goodness, Nightbot, just an absolute machine. Exclamation. I feel like Nightbot is a lot. I don't know. I must work on the timing. It feels like it doesn't do a lot, and then like they just blast through. Please always consult a registered financial advisor before making any financial decisions. There you go, Bevan. Bevan giving you the source. Patelo Moyela. All right. Welcome, Patelo. Hope you enjoy it, my brother. Again, please make sure you make calculated decisions. We are always here. Yo, that's gonna make us cry. Let's try and pick it up a little bit here. There we go.
Maybe we feeling a bit emotional today, bro.
Hey man, we gotta pick it up. You already on the injury list. I was.
Alright. Guys, I took a short now on US 30. All part of the R&D trade.
Sheesh. Okay, let me get my head in the game here. Fumed up. I think if we just blow our breath and we had a lighter, we would blow flames.
Alright, there you go, Chad, and that's the R&D already clapped again today. R&D trade it's battling a bit, yeah, bro.
Okay, gold going for that move. The thing with that R&D trade, I think both days the direction were right. Don't you think just how volatile it is, a 30 point is...
Thing is, that's what I was thinking. That's what I say, it's still...
It's so tight. The 30 point is very...
That's what I say, guys. It's the whole thing of developing it. So we can break it down. I can start going back, looking at things. Do you want to increase the stop size? Do I want to... What can we change about it? I say, for me, still stick to the plan with it. Got to just keep it there so we can obviously gather the numbers. But yeah, it'll work out how it works out then.
Yeah, still way too early to make I would say
so
at
literally
least
only 2 trades I've taken
I would
live
literally say 30 trades live.
Yeah.
Then you can start saying, listen, yeah, I'm making fundamental tweaks, but 2 trades.
Yeah, that's what it's still very, very... And the thing is, both of... Even the last 3 weeks of... So the 3 weeks previously, each week had exactly 2 losses in a week.
So the probability for you...
Just means I won the next 3 in a row.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But again, look at that. For instance, the direction...
Check it now
the
already.
direction is right. It's just that 30...
Yeah.
I don't know, 30 points is literally a 1 minute candle these days. 40 dude, 45. A 1 minute candle being 45 points. That's
rough.
That is where we are at now these days.
Yeah.
Chad, just quickly going to gold here. Remember what I said, this 200, multiple tests off this 200. We've held this daily key level now. 80 is firmly bullish. Now it is a question of, can we hold above this level? All right.
Yeah, but nasdaq shooting up though, bro.
So I'm going to start locking in for gold here, chat. 23.65. Remember what I said for the guys that were on early this morning? What did I say during London? This is most probably where we're going to be trading during NYSE. And I like the longs. I'm very honest, I like the longs. Let's just look at DXY. There's that previous daily high. There was that multiple test above the key level. Is Powell going to deliver for us? Fed's bar already spoke. It is just Powell up next. So we just need a little retest here. Oh. This thing is just projectiling. R&D, research and development. So it's just forward testing it on your so that we can go back on the stream and Keegan can literally go back for the last, let's say forward test this for the next month. he will go on the stream and he can literally go and check R&D. That's the thing with a live stream, is we can all of our stuff is recorded, so Keegan can go back after a month on every single trade and see how it played out. And that's the beauty of it, is because Keegan can literally now go and see exactly how price played out and then say, okay, looking back on it, these are my observations. This is how I'm going to change the strategy to accommodate X, Y, and Z otherwise.
Yeah, but otherwise, talking about the silly pips, bro, I think when I'm looking at this trade still, like, I think, because when I was looking on the higher time frame, this thing looks golden, bro, to go off. So the thing is, it might be going through some levels. Yeah, I mean, you are at the weekly pivot, so you break that zone, I think this thing is gonna run. And I think that's where, so again, like for example, it comes back down to it. Obviously, you're trying to maximize trades. Again, the strategy could even work perfectly as you're talking now, but it could come down to literally a case of increasing the stop size.
Slasher, why are you asking that? Because I've eaten it, not now recently, but like recently enough, like last 2 months. But why the question for Ghost Pops? Incredible product, Ghost Pops. My wife bought it for the kids. There was an extra pack and I stuck into it, and I was like, why have we not been putting this in our cupboard more often? So it's just an incredible little chip. I don't know how they actually give it to kids, because it's got a little bit of a twang to it. Like Ghost Pops will wreck you a little bit if you. Alrighty, chat. Still just waiting for gold here. Keys, what's your thoughts on gold?
On gold, big thing for me is that weekly pivot, bro. I think if we test that pivot, if we reject off of it, I think we're going right back down. But personally, as I said to the guys, if we got any closures above that 23.65, I think you're looking good for the buyers, yeah.
Where's your key level for gold? Is it this 23.65?
Yeah, that would be the first like buy area I'd be looking at. Because the next key areas are going to be a rejection zone, obviously now, but that's basically exactly where the EQ is.
Are you live streaming CPI on Thursday? We are to the members.
Bro, and they go seriously.
Yeah, that's why I'm saying 30 points is just for me personally. What I would do is I would aggregate the position in the sense of I would halve my risk, and I would actually go with let's say a 60 points from your first entry, but you put one additional entry at 30 points retrace.
Yeah.
So then you average your average price is better. You've halved your risk, and you've given your trade a little bit more room. Because again, the idea is to be right. The idea is not to snipe the market necessarily.
Yeah.
So, like I said, both 2 days direction perfectly right. It's just a case of getting stopped out, unfortunately. And there's a fine margin between having the stops too wide and having it too tight, but that is what Keegan said. That is where you start playing with.
Start playing around with it. Where can you tweak it? What changes can you do? But yeah.
All right, chat. I'm loving what gold is doing, Keeks. If I get a nice retest here on 23.65,
you're going for it.
Yeah, I'm going for it. So. I'm just keeping it here on my screen.
Go for it, bro. Yes, but I must say, even NASDAQ, bro. NASDAQ, as I said, all of a sudden shot up, but massive rejection.
Chad, I'm honest. I don't know how the boys trade US30. US30 is... it is beastie. It is... It is a jungle out there, Chad. Is gold just gonna say, alright. Come on, gold, don't be that guy. I don't even think the 1 minute did a test. Yeah, even the 1 minute just. Alright, Chad, we just have to be patient here. Sheesh, US 30. US 30 saying, hold on to my beer. How's the swing traders doing? Swing traders doing alright? Yeah, it's a tough gig these days for swing traders. Asia lows. Yeah, look at that. Nice rejection there. Asia lows. Only thing is that 5 minute candle is like 400 points. I'm getting 50 points. Yo, Chad, this thing is drilling. It's drilling. Okay, there we go. Okay. Yes, that is a good idea. Increase stop loss and add one more position. Yeah, to average it in. I agree. Kings, I took the sales, closed out profits. Thanks, brother. Hey. Beautiful. Okay, Chad, here we go. Come on, test that level. Don't be shy. Test it for us. Test it out of the 4 hour close. Can we? Okay, previous 4 hour bearish. Still a little consolidation pattern. Some would say, Chris, this is a head and shoulders pattern. Some would say this is the morning after pattern when you had a lot to drink. I don't know what pattern this is. I'm only focusing on this tiny little area here. And I'm going to keep it simple. If we hold that level, I'm going to look for buys. And if we don't hold that level, I'm not going to do anything up until we get below here. Daily flip. Daily open. Beautiful. So let's lock it in, chat. Get ready. Get comfortable. Big shout out to our sponsors of the channel, Vault Funder, Vault Markets, and 2G's Trading, for giving us the opportunity here today to either win or lose here with the guys. It's those bootcamp notes, Lyndon. Incredible, brother. I'm glad you found value out of it. I'm so glad. Chad, who in the chat was part of the bootcamp on Saturday? How long were you guys busy, Keeks? I think we were busy almost 3 hours.
We were, I think, just about hour and a half.
Yo, so the boys had a shift.
Yeah.
The boys had a shift on Saturday. I enjoyed it. Not gonna lie, that 6 o'clock was it was rough. That 6 o'clock was rough. I was questioning my life a little bit, and I just told my wife the night before. I said, please don't shout at me. 6 o'clock. You know I've got a very deep voice, and how do you think I started the stream on Saturday morning, Keeks? It was very cold, and I said, good morning, ladies and gentlemen, this is your captain speaking. I literally yeah, some of the oaks were ready, but some of the guys were struggling. It took me a while. I had to pop a concerta real quick, and then that Afrikaans sommer came out on Saturday morning. Daai Engels was sommer klaar gebruik van die hele week se stream, en toe Saterdagoggend toe sit, fuck it boys, ons stream nou hier in Afrikaans. Ons is klaar met die Engels. Right, chat, 3 minutes. One thing we do need to consider here is that the daily pivot, it is a level to monitor. And if I get a break here, going to be very interesting. If I get a break here, I'm going to go for some longs potentially. And then we're going to need to get through the daily pivot, because look at this pre-market. We failed to hold above the daily pivot. All right. So when we get there again, we're going to need to bust through that level. So I'm just letting you guys know there's still some 2 boxes ticked, moving averages above the daily open, 23.65. It is looking good. I'm very happy to take this trade. Win or lose, I'm happy to take it. It is just a question of how do we manage it. I need a closure above there, so just make sure your charts are ready. 2 minutes, all the stream hoppers, all the stream jumpers, the risk takers, time to come back. 2 minutes. I don't mind the 6 a.m. to be honest. Thought I'd struggle more. Hey, baby. Bev, you the guy with the motocross picture on the profile picture. Eh?
Yeah.
Such a dope pic. I love that turquoise color as well on the kit. I don't know if it's you or somebody else. Lennon Knight, my brew, you know I still use my notes from 5130. And brew, once you have those gems on note, you can never forget it. Use it daily still. Awesome slush. Bootcamp was bosh. Chris woke me up with his coffee slurping noise that I have to have a nap at 10 to get ready for the ruggers. No, I was fighting, Chad, because I had a late night on Friday. I think I went to bed at 1. So when I woke up, I was fighting demons like you wouldn't believe. And I thought Keegan was going to phone me and say, Chris, don't worry. You are the older guy here. I'll take the stream for you. I'll take this boot camp. And Keegan said, get your old ass out of bed. Drink your coffee. Wash your face. The boys are waiting for you in the war room. Keegs, I think this is a good strat. I think it needs an account where you can be reckless on lols. On lots. I don't know. Yes, sir. I let Bev, I let Bev rev my bike now and then. Brian. Chat, 28 seconds. Beautiful. We are literally going to wait for a little bottom wick, then break of the highs. Let's hope it's not a case of no bottom wick and just full on break. But I'm also ready for that. 10 seconds. 10 seconds, Chad. Buy stop on not this 5, the previous one. There. I want to see a little bottom wick. Just a tiny little bottom wick. Give it to us. Okay. Buy stops. And I'm already in. Chad, I'm already in. How aggressive was that? Holy moly. Chad. Let's go with... We are going with a 32-point stop. Let me just pull my stop in here. 63.75.
Oh man, just going for it today.
63.75. What is my entry price? 67. $67.03. Okay. Here we go, Chad. Okay, where can we target though? Asia highs is the one area. Let's just see where our daily R1 is. Weekly. Oh my flip, Chad. Weekly pivot also here. Holy smokes. Let's go 23.70. Okay, but it's so tiny, but it's fine. That's what we got. 23.70. That is what we have. Can we juice a little bit more out of it? Chad. maybe let's not be greedy. Like we just want to get on the board, eh? What do you guys rate? Just get on the board.
Come on, bro. Milk the market.
Milk it.
Milk it, bro.
Need to eat TP and not a stop to milk. Okay, Chad, big one, yeah. In 9 minutes, Powell will be speaking, and we need to get through this level. That's what I said. I'm happy with the test here. I'm happy with the break of structure. We literally just need to get through this daily pivot level. Gold, come on, don't play with us. Don't play these silly games. Like, we all adults here, we all mature. Like, just rip through this level. Come on, guy. Give it to us. Come on, gold. Do it for the boys. For the boys. Okay, chat, how's everyone feeling? There's the 10 pip gang. Come on, gold. Put some respect on the full TP gang. Hey, Keeks?
Alright, now, bro. Already can run now.
Gold has got no respect for the full TP gang. Alright, Chad. This is the call. Not yet. 10 pip gang. Get ready. Get ready. Get ready. Come on, gold. Do it for the boys. Do it for the lads. Yo, Chad, we're trading into we're trading into big levels here. 1 minute 20. Okay. We are trading into some big levels here, Chad. I'm not gonna lie to you. There we go. Daily pivot. That is the monthly pivot, my bro. That is a monster. Oh, that's the weekly pivot. Sheesh. Okay. Come on, gold. Stop playing these games with us. Let's get through these levels. Let's get this thing done. Let's get it done. Let's get it done. Weekly pivot level. Big level, Chad. We're going to need to get through that level. We're going to need to get through that level. And then Asia high. Why is it showing me Asia highs here? Oh, Chad. I'm a little bit nervous, Chad, because we can literally just die off from here. Like, massive die off. Like ugly. Come on, 10 seconds. Get above there. Go. Go. 8, 6. Ooh, a little teleportation there. Alrighty. But now we've got no bottom wick. What is happening here,
on your 15, it looks very good, bro. Hold this.
Really?
15, you look very good.
Ooh, look at that. Okay. Chad, we're not out of the woods yet. Okay, there's the bottom wick. Ooh. Don't tell me it's one like yesterday. Chad, what is going on here? Oh, Powell is getting ready to speak in 5. Okay, Chad, if you're feeling uncomfortable, now's the time to get out. Powell is going to speak. If you're feeling uncomfortable, things can go either way here. I was hoping for a little bit more, but let's see. There's the EQ. I think we might as well go for that EQ. 2371. Might as well. It already raised our heart rates up a little bit. I'm going to go 2371. Just at least make it. Just give us that push. Go through. Teleport. Do your thing. Don't play with us. Give the bulls also something to... Okay, Chad, 10 pip gang, you out, alright? You had your glory, that is you done, beautiful. 10 pip gang, again, I'm going to go back on these streams and I'm going to count it, believe it or not. I'm going to come back with stats And if 10 pip gang is making more money than the rest of us, I'm gonna be a proud 10 pipper, 100%.
A 10 pipper.
Then I can never talk cock about Donvo ever again, because then I'm also a 10 pipper.
Bro, please just look at this though.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, just giving.
And that's the full normal 3R. Check there. Full 3R TP.
It's
Let's just say it's just little changes,
little tweaks.
Little tweaks.
JP, who's JP? If the homies can take this 10 pip seriously, and they would be very profitable now. Yes, Ben, I'm saying that, and I'm gonna back it up with data. And if the data suggests that I'm wasting my time waiting for full TPs, I'm gonna join the 10 pip, and we're gonna hit the 10 pip. Because the difference between us and Donvo is Donvo has got a 490 pip stop. We have a 30. Come on, baby. Do it for the lads. Huh? Only Kaki's Powell is up in 2 minutes. Jeez. She's in Yama. Alright, Chad. Again, this thing has given you multiple chances. I cannot go break even yet. The thing is, FTMO spreads are so cuck. If I go break even now, it will stop me out, because you can park a bus in those spreads on gold. Thing is, it's not breaking above. Chad, I'm gonna make a decision in 1 minute. 1 minute, and then Powell's also on air. Obviously, Powell can't drop an entire monetary policy statement in 1 minute. Like, hey Congress, no rate cuts for the year, and everyone that's trying to buy the US 30, please sell and get your puts ready, because I'm ready to tank this market. He can't say that in a minute. If he does, like, shame on you, pal, for not giving the boys a chance here. Okay, Chad, here's the thing. 30 seconds. If we cannot hold above this weekly pivot, if we cannot hold above it, what I will do is, but I think we will get slipped, is I'll go break even. So get ready to potentially go break even in 10 seconds if we cannot hold above it. Because we can... Ooh, there's that teleportation to the wrong side. Okay, it literally closed above. Let's see. Oh, damn, Chad. Go break even. Go break even, Chad. I'm break even. Oh, okay, I'm out. Holy smokes, Chad.
There we go.
Jeez,
teleportation
Chad.
to TP.
Holy smokes.
Full
40,
TP gang.
Full TP gang. Yeah.
I killed US 30, laugh my ass off. Everyone, if they were in that trade, it worked out, bro.
Yo, Chad, beautiful. And look at that. Okay. That is... Oh, come on, Chad.
How is that, bro? Literally hit your TP and turn
and
around.
Reversed. Look at that EQ. Oh my sack, Chad.
Bro, EQ's a beast.
Chad, let me show you this. This is not even...
And the thing is, that's what I said to the guys. For me, I've got a key rejection level there, but the fact that EQ's are literally on the rejection area as well. That's why I was like, that thing's gonna be a beast today.
Chad, look at this. Yeah, it shows a little bit high, but look at that. Talk about top ticking your take profit. Huh? Keys, look at that. That is a top tick, my bro. A little topperino. Chad. Oh my sack, that is beautiful. Yo. Why pay for stand-ups when comedy is right here on YouTube? Hey man, Chad, what a trade. Who held it? Beautiful, beautiful.
Not the tempo gang, bro.
Let me just do a video here.
You gotta do the influencer things, bro.
Yeah. I actually need to start doing those highlights as well. I don't think. Oh, we have done a video here. All right. We just took some gold buys earlier. Got the hard racing, but teleported to take profit. And if you took that trade with us in the chat, over 260 people live with us. Give me a W in the chat right now. Now's your time to shine. W if you took that trade with us. Don't be shy. There's nothing wrong if you took the trade with us. Beautiful. Let me see those W's. Spam those W's right now. 3, 2, 1. There we go. Everyone taking that gold trade. A nice little top tick in and out. You cannot believe it. But beautiful. Done and dusted. Thank you so much. Okay, what is US 30? Sorry, Kiggs, I don't want to hijack your stream here.
I go for it, bro. I'm just watching it. I'm happy with it, bro. As I said, it's already shown the potential of what the strategy does. So, I have no complaints on my side. I mean, technically, if you are someone who even just got a better entry, I mean, because you got wicked. So, if you're someone who had a better entry, you would have literally survived it.
I think Shaq also took a loss. Anyone?
Boy. Oh, the Indian brothers.
I think Shaq got stopped on his first buy. I think he's buying now again. I could be wrong, but I think Shaq is buying again now. Killer trades the session from the G's. Hey, love you, brother, from India. I think they love you, Keeks.
Oh, you're right. There you go. So, yeah, you got Shaq's call.
I think, Chad, let me just go flippery. Look at this.
As I said, guys, the US 31, if you just had a better entry, you would have survived it. So, there would have been a TP maybe for someone, for a few guys, I'm hoping. And then Chris also giving you guys a full TP on that side.
Chad, look at this. Remember what I said. I'm going to say we are somewhat lucky. I'm going to be somewhat lucky.
I wouldn't say luck, bro, because at the end of the day, your target for your TP was a realistic target because you know that EQ does something. You know there's volume that's going to come off the EQ. So I wouldn't say it's lucky because you know what happens there.
Yeah, look at this. Holy smokes. What is Powell saying, Chad? Let's try and see if we can get Congress on here.
I was going to say, see if we can get that because, I mean, I don't necessarily not going to take another trade now.
Whatever he's saying is he's nuking the markets. Holy smokes.
Dollars coming back up. As I said, for me, I think he needs to talk about that news that happened last week.
I don't know. What is this? I don't think they stream Congress. Let's check here. Powell is saying some nasty stuff there, Chad. Powell is doing a number there on the boys.
Oh, Carl, this is literally those memes, bro, when Powell comes up and he says good afternoon, and the markets just die, bro.
Bro, is there impeachment hearing against Joe Biden? What did I miss?
I don't know. I still didn't know about that.
Lawmakers. Chad, what has been going on the news front here? Biden.
Talking about that also, hey, did you actually see
impeachment?
It's also official. PE?
Yeah.
We in recession.
PE?
Yeah.
But I thought we were never out of a recession.
It was on the news this morning. Officially. Kabeja in the Eastern Cape.
But what did they base it on?
I don't know. I didn't read the article. I just saw the headline.
Chad, what is happening in the US? Okay, here we go. Chad, give me. Okay, Chad.
See what Biden's saying, yeah.
No, this is J Papa. Let's see.
Stated that credit card issuers are charging higher rates far beyond what they need to cover.
Look at this young gentleman here.
Banks are making record profits at the expense of cash-strapped Americans. Every month that the Fed keeps rates high, Mr. Chair, it costs Americans money by making it more expensive to buy a house and to borrow money. Higher borrowing costs stifle future economic growth, leading to fewer homes being built, leading to businesses making fewer investments in the economy, and eventually,
Chad, I want to do something quickly.
Stop, leading to workers losing their jobs. As they set economic policy, I urge the Fed to weigh these trade-offs and remember whose jobs
this guy should stop smoking, my bro. Can you hear that?
It's why I work with my colleagues
this guy
to
needs
hold
to stop
corporations
smoking.
accountable, and will continue to do that. For instance, we fought to cap insulin prices for senior citizens. We'll continue to fight to extend this price cap on life-saving drugs for all Americans. And why my colleagues and I on this committee are working, it's why we're working to lower housing costs for more Americans. The Fed also continues its work to keep the banking system stable and ensure consumers' money is safe. Last year, the Fed and other bank regulators issued a proposal to update bank capital requirements, strong capital standards, and you've heard in this committee overwhelming support for strong capital standards. They're critical for the economy. It's our way of making sure that if Wall Street bets go poorly, which they often do, investors, executives, and shareholders should pay for it, not taxpayers. The biggest banks have spent obscene amounts of money attacking this Fed proposal. But you, the Fed, don't work for big banks. You work for the American people. Your concern should be developing capital rules.
So he hasn't even spoken, Keeks.
Not protect bank CEOs.
Chad, here we go. Let's see.
The Fed needs to look past these shameless lobbying efforts and finalize a rule in the best interest of taxpayers. Another dangerous piece of the Wall Street business.
I think, I don't know if he started yet, Keeks, but I think he obviously started with...
It's just that smirk he gives you.
Yeah, it's that good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Jay Powell, the chair of the Federal Reserve. And our main two-part goal is to fight inflation and make sure that we've got price stability, and that everything we do with monetary policy and all of our tools that we've got available to fight inflation and make sure that the consumer is not paying higher prices at the pump or at the supermarket.
But you know my thing's also, bro, is the way he'll sit down and when he looks at you, it's like he's looking into your soul.
Bro, that man's got a tough job.
Yes.
Powell is literally the one that is throwing around one of the biggest economies.
Bro, he single-handedly is the market maker.
Bro, that is the market maker. When people say, there's a market maker.
That's Jay Powell.
Consumers have lost trusted local banks.
Mr. Brown, chairman.
Reliable banking partners. Regulators like the Fed.
My first thing is that how does, like, the fact you must sit there now and listen because you need to remember a whole paragraph this guy read to you and then answer that whole paragraph.
No, so the thing with Congress is Congress, so firstly, Chad, the Federal Reserve is an independent organization. So they function independently. They cannot be shifted by the president. Even if the president says, "If you, Powell, you must cut rates because I'm the president," he doesn't have to because they're independent. And that is why a reserve bank or a Federal Reserve works, is because they cannot technically be swayed by anybody. So irrespective of what your political policy is, you can't try and push that down onto them. So what the Congress does, the House of the Congress, they then ask questions on behalf of the people. In the case of Keeks of saying, like, listen here, consumers are struggling. Like, why are interest rates still so high? Then Powell needs to say, okay, it's just... So then he asks those questions, and then Powell needs to give answers. So this is almost now the chance for Powell to say, why have we been doing X, Y, and Z? And just to give the people a more clearer answer. And okay, here we go.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Thank you, Chair Powell, for being with us this morning. Welcome back. Joe Biden broke this economy, and it's been very, difficult to fix it. That's the bottom line. I want to start with the end in mind. Joe Biden broke our economy, and it is very difficult for anyone to fix it. Everyday families are struggling to put food on the table. Real wage growth is being eaten away by rising prices and runaway inflation. Think about the fact that for 52 consecutive weeks under Joe Biden, wages were eclipsed by inflation for 52 consecutive paychecks. I remember back in December 2020, in South Carolina, gas was $1.99 per gallon. Today, it's still $3.19 per gallon, a 50% increase in just a few years. So it's devastating to the average American family, particularly families like the one I grew up in, a single-parent household mired in poverty. When you see your gas prices up 50%, your food up 30%, your cost of keeping your house cool or warm up 25%, it's not a challenge. It's not unfortunate. It's an absolute crisis. And too many households in America today are living paycheck to paycheck, and they fear the challenges that are coming our way.
Chad, I might look
brought to us by the Biden administration.
I might look for more buys if we all do.
Prism of inflation.
I was going to say, bro,
Hasn't been
whatever
decided
Powell was
since the
doing,
June
this
party
man's talking the dollar
that
down
devastation
very, very quickly right
has been
now.
felt and measured in households by
This
too
level,
much money.
because look at the 80.
At the end
So
of the
I'm going to potentially look
That
for some more
devastation
buys.
is real for the vast majority
I think he's a big fan of Biden, bro.
Americans. And the pointing finger.
Mr. Scott just came out straight.
The Biden administration throwing the Fed under the bus.
That man single-handedly destroyed our market.
Deflect from the real problem. I've seen it. Committee hearing after committee hearing
Chiefs
after
there, brother.
committee hearing. My friends on the left want to point their fingers at anyone other than the real culprit.
I must just chill for
At
now.
1600 Pennsylvania Avenue. The progressive wish list, spending projects, and out-of-control regulations of this administration continues to eat away at American paychecks. And they continue to blame, whether it's shrinkflation, greedflation, skimpflation. They're looking for someone to blame except for Bidenflation. The devastation of Joe Biden's economic policy continues to impact
Tell him I'll
everyday
pay the
Americans.
remainder after
The
we're
American
done,
people see through the facades, and they want real solutions. It doesn't take a PhD economist to understand what the average American is experiencing under this administration. When President Biden and my Democratic colleagues pump trillions of dollars into our economy, those dollars increase the demand and pushes prices higher. It's that simple. The American people see and feel it every single time. And they see it, as I said earlier, the grocery stores, the gas stations,
Sheesh.
at the
How
doctor's
was that?
office.
There we go.
It's
Just
undeniable
subscribed.
the impact
Somebody
this is
subscribed
happening.
now.
Just last week, we celebrated the birth of our country. The birth of
Okay, Chad. I'm
socialist
just
freedom
gonna
and liberty.
wait till Powell speaks. I want to see his answers. They're just busting him with questions here. We'll get that on as soon as they start chatting. So I'll just put that on once we get ready.
Sure. They are coming for blood, yeah, bro.
It almost sounded like he said Hawk Tui there. Did you hear that? I call that hog wash. He wanted to go for the Hawk Tui. Yeah, Chad, we'll check it out here in a couple of minutes. How's everyone feeling? This man should also throw Powell under the bus too. Man is horrid at what he's doing. Fabs, here's the thing though, bro. Here's the thing with being a chair of a reserve or even a reserve bank is it is a big ship, my bro. A lot of times we will comment from the side, but the thing is it's not a little car that you just drive in and out with. It is a massive ship, so you can't. Things have to happen slow and methodically. So I don't think he's been doing badly. If I consider, for the most part, I had a little bit of Yellen. Like I never traded during Greenspan's period, but I had Yellen. I think 2 years I traded under Yellen, and then obviously went over to Powell. So a big part of my trading has been under Powell. So I think Yellen was very muted, Chad, if I'm very honest. Janet. So yeah, a big section of my trading was done under Yellen, and then it was Powell. Oh yeah, sorry, it was Bernanke. Alan Greenspan was just before 2008. Interesting, Chad. Go and read a little bit. I did quite a big study on previous Fed chairs. Volcker was the one that very good story. Go read when Volcker was at the Fed. He was the one that very dynamic. He would do emergency rate cuts, emergency rate hikes. Like Fabs, when we talk about somebody that actually took a big ship and put a little rocket on it and quickly turned it upside down, this was the guy, Volcker. None of the other guys really did anything major. Out of all of the guys, the three that most probably have the most headlines is Bernanke, Greenspan, and Volcker. These two, Yellen, just a little. Actually, looks like a little bird. Keeks, look at this. Think of a little bird that mutated into a human, and this is what a little bird would look like. Think of it, Chad. I'm not ugly. I just mean like, previous life she was maybe a bird.
She was maybe a bird.
She was maybe a bird. No, he doesn't even pump his own gas. Can you believe it? I love this. This man should also bite inflation. Anna D coming hard with the fight against inflation there. Anna D. I'm feeling so happy for CPI. I'm a buy that master.
That's what you call some aggressive buys.
Be aggressive, fair enough, but I don't think Powell's doing a great job if he comes with his usual shit about keeping rates higher. Fab, so you need to think about being ahead of the curve or being behind on the curve. So I understand exactly where Powell and them are. So Chad, what Powell and them are saying is if they start to cut rates too soon, what's going to happen is the market again is going to get ahead of themselves, and demand is going to be driven up real quick. So they almost want to get to that point just before the economy breaks to say like, shit, the economy is about to implode. Let's start easing monetary policy. So it is a tough one. It's a tough decision to make because everything is based on past data and everything you're doing is forward looking. So not maybe, it is. He's sitting in a hot chair. Not gonna lie to you. Keeks looks so in. I wonder what he's cooking. No, I think he's recovering.
Nah, honestly, guys, was being watching the markets. I was just thinking about everything. Thinking about Big Daddy Powell over there.
Is he up? Yeah. Oh yeah. Chat. Yeah, he's up. Sorry. Where's Powell? Oh shit.
Employment, the Fed's 2% inflation goal.
There we go.
And labor market conditions have cooled while remaining strong. Reflecting these developments, the risks to achieving our employment and inflation goals are coming into better balance. I will review the current economic situation before turning to monetary policy. Recent indicators suggest that the U.S. economy continues to expand at a solid pace. Gross domestic product growth appears to have moderated in the first half of this year, following impressive strength in the second half of last year. Private domestic demand remains robust,
you had in like
however,
February.
with slower but still solid increases in consumer spending.
Last 12 months.
We have also seen
same
moderate
sheet.
growth in capital spending and a pickup in residential investment so far this year. improving
Is
supply
that a rollie
conditions
on
have
his arm?
supported
That's a rollie,
resilient
bro. Look
demand
at that rollie.
and the strong performance of the U.S. economy over the
Man's
past year.
battling out there, bro.
In the labor market, a broad set of indicators suggests that conditions have returned to about where they stood on the eve of the pandemic, strong but not overheated. The unemployment rate has moved higher, but was still low, was still at a low level of 4.1% in June. Payroll gains averaged 222,000 per month in the first half of the year. Strong job creation over the past couple of years has been accompanied by an increase in the supply of workers, reflecting increases in labor force participation among individuals aged 25 to 54, so-called workers in their prime working years, and a strong pace of immigration. As a result, the jobs-to-workers gap is well down from its peak and now stands just a bit above its 2019 pre-pandemic level. Nominal wage growth has eased over the past year. The strong labor market has helped narrow long-standing disparities in employment and earnings across demographic groups. Inflation has eased notably over the past couple of years, but remains above the Federal Open Market Committee's longer-run goal of 2%. Total personal consumption expenditures prices rose 2.6% over the 12 months ending in May. Core PCE prices, which exclude the volatile food and energy categories, also increased 2.6%. After a lack of progress toward our 2% inflation objective in the early part of this year, the most recent monthly readings have shown modest further progress. Longer-term inflation expectations appear to remain well anchored, as reflected in a broad range of surveys of households, businesses, and forecasters, as well as measures from financial
Chad,
markets.
sorry, man. The guys that were in our watch
Our
party with
monetary
the
policy
previous
actions are guided
FOMC,
by
this
a
is
full
literally
mandate to promote
almost
maximum
his speech
employment
with
and
the
stable
last
prices for the
FOMC. So nothing new
In
here.
support of these policy
He
commitments,
hasn't
we
even
maintain
started
the target
answering the
range for the federal
questions.
funds rate at 5.25%
He's
to
just
5.5%
literally reading that previous
since last
statement.
July. After having tightened the stance of monetary policy significantly over the
You'd
previous
think he'd even
year
know
and
it
a
out
half,
of his head by now.
we've also
I know it
continued
out
to
of my
reduce
head.
our securities holdings. At our
That's
May
the
meeting,
balance
we
sheet
decided to
rolling
slow
off,
the pace
not
of
the
balance
Fed
sheet
future.
runoff starting in June, consistent with the plans released previously. A restrictive monetary policy stance is helping to bring demand and supply conditions into better balance and to put downward pressure on inflation. The committee has stated that we do not expect it will be appropriate to reduce the target range for the federal funds rate until we have gained greater confidence that
futures
inflation
jumping
is moving
3%
sustainably
just today,
toward
Chad.
2%.
From
Incoming
yesterday.
data for the first quarter of this year did not support such greater confidence. The most recent inflation readings, however, have shown some modest further progress, and more good data would strengthen our confidence that inflation is moving sustainably toward 2%. We continue to make
Chad,
decisions
sorry, man. I just want to
by means
point here. Markets are now 75% concluded that September would be a rate cut. And all I'm saying is, if there's not a rate cut in September, there's heavy repricing coming in. I just want to put this out to you guys. 75%. Markets are sold on a cut.
we face. Reducing policy restraint too late or too little could unduly weaken economic activity and employment. In considering adjustments to the target range for the federal funds rate, the committee will continue its practice of carefully assessing incoming data and their implications for the evolving outlook, the balance of risks, and the appropriate path of monetary policy. Congress has entrusted the Federal Reserve with operational independence that is needed to take a longer-term perspective in the pursuit of our dual mandate of maximum employment and stable prices. We remain committed to bringing inflation back down to our 2% goal and to keeping longer-term inflation expectations well anchored. Restoring price stability is essential to achieving maximum employment and stable prices over the long run. Our success in delivering on those goals matters to all Americans. I'll conclude by emphasizing that we understand that our actions affect communities, families, and businesses across the country. Everything we do is in service to our public mission. Thank you. I look forward to your questions.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. And the senior member of the committee will begin the questioning. Senator
You know
Reid.
what? I should stop
Thank you very
smoking
much,
immediately.
Mr. Chairman. Former President Trump has indicated that he would propose, if elected, a substantial increase in tariffs of between 10 and 60%, and by doing thus, eliminate the federal income tax. First, on the question of what would be the impact of tariff increases on prices, consumers, and the economy?
Trump.
Thank you, Senator Reid. So I'm going to say that we go very far out of our way not to comment on campaign-type information. We just don't do that. We also don't comment on trade policy. We have really specific and important jobs, and we try to stick to those.
Good
I'm
answer.
glad I allowed you to establish that principle up front, Mr. Chairman. But let me opine a bit. 10% increases in tariffs is going to have an effect on prices in the shop aisle. It's going to increase them because they'll be passed on likely. 60% tariff increases are significant. And in fact, I've been told that to replace the income tax, you would have to raise tariffs across the board 70% to make up for the loss of the income tax, which would, I think, create huge economic problems. I respect your impartiality and your neutrality, but the numbers don't seem to add up to anything that would help the country. Let me switch to something
He's
else that
obviously
might be
a
more within
Democrat.
your line of response. You said in your opening statement that labor markets appear to be in a better balance. And that's one of the key factors to judge whether interest rates can be raised. I must say I'm concerned a bit that we're not on a very faster track to decreasing interest rates from the Fed, and because of the better balance you cite. Could you comment on that, Mr. Chairman?
Sure. So
Chad, this is a good one.
the most recent labor market data do send,
Watch the
to your
markets
point,
now.
a pretty clear signal that labor market conditions have cooled considerably compared to where they were 2 years ago.
Considerably.
This is no
Sheesh.
longer an overheated economy. This is an economy, as I mentioned in my opening remarks, that is more or less back by most measures to where it was before the pandemic. And that was a strong labor market, but it was not an overheated labor market. So I think the upshot of that really is that we're well aware that we now face two-sided risks and have for some time. But now the labor market appears to be fully back in balance. We know that if we move too quickly, we risk unnecessarily hampering economic activity and possibly interfering with the ongoing expansion. We know that if we move too slowly, that we may undo the good we've done. Well, actually, it's the other way. If we
Fabs, this
loosen
is what
policy
we talked about.
too late or too little, we could hurt economic activity. If we loosen policy too much or too soon, then we could undermine the progress on inflation. So we're very much balancing those two risks, and that's really the essence of what we're thinking about these days.
But the direction seems to be going towards lowering interest rates at some point, we would hope.
Mr. Reid has got some calls. You're naughty,
So I
Mr.
think
Reid.
if you look at the last summary of economic projections,
He's putting some
I guess
pressure
I would
on
say it
Powell,
this
eh?
way. It doesn't seem likely that the next policy move would be a rate increase. We don't take things like that off the table, but that does not seem the likely direction. The likely direction does seem to be as we make more progress in inflation and as the labor market remains strong, we begin to loosen policy at the right moment.
Thank you.
Okay, Chad, sorry.
Just
So
2
what
weeks ago, the
Mr.
Supreme
Reid
Court
was
handed
trying
down
to say the next move is not a hike, it's going to be a cut.
regulatory agents, including the Federal Reserve. They overturned the Chevron case, which had eliminated judicial deference to agency decision-making for many, many decades. And they also dramatically extended the statute of limitations under the Administrative Procedure Act. What is your judgment is the cumulative effect of these decisions on the Federal Reserve? More broadly, what does it mean to the economy if virtually any regulatory decision the Fed makes can be second-guessed by a judge?
Okay, Chad, I'm not going to waste your time.
We're as an institution.
We're going to need to wait
very focused
for the
on
end of this. I'll watch the transcript at the end. I just wanted to hear some of the first. Powell's very loose. I have to say, he's not very tight. I haven't seen him so loose in a bit. Keeks, what do you think? It looks
So with
relatively.
that screen on the chart, on the screen. Oh,
Yeah, I took it off. He doesn't look too stressed. Definitely not hawkish. That's not a hawkish comment.
No.
My only concern is if I look for buys here, there's 200. again, this 200 is still a beast. It is still something to consider. And just looking previously, we had some fake outs back above it. So I'm more than happy to. We took our win. We took a little bit more than 40 pips. I'm happy to wait the day out, see how the day closes. As I mentioned, today is going to determine whether this was a fake out or whether we're actually holding above there. Keeks, I don't know about you. I'm not going to force anything here.
No, I'm not taking anything for the rest of the day.
Yeah, I'm not going to force it. Yeah, like I said, I'm bullish above the daily open. My only concern now is we've got this massive level up here. This level up here that we need to get through. And yeah, that hearing is going to be ongoing. There's going to be some information coming out. We took a win. Why risk it here? Like, even though there is some potential for longs here, why risk it? Why not wait for tomorrow? We're going to get direction. Monday, Tuesday creates the bottom wick. We've got tomorrow. We've got Thursday. Yeah.
Like it's still early, guys. Again, it's Tuesday. We're not even in the middle of the week yet. So, yeah, nothing really to force anything.
Powell looking old now, stressed. Hey, bro, it is that is a job that I don't think anyone wants.
Like, my thing is, personally, other than US study, the move is, as I said, personally the exact same trade Chris took. I said to you guys, for me, the 15 would have been the close above that zone I marked out. And again, wouldn't have done anything different to what Chris did. So, yeah, that would have been the exact same trade I would have taken. So other than that, there's nothing on the table for me.
Month pivot and week pivot, please. Sorry, I know it's late. Here's it. There's daily, weekly, and then but you can plot it yourself. A fixed 999. I've seen you plot it. Chad, yeah, flip man. No, I'm not gonna. As I said, if we hold above here, I know some of you DJs are in. Just be honest with me. I know some of you looked at this box, and Chris said if we hold above here, he's looking for longs, and you took longs here. Be honest. Who did it? I know you guys. I know you. You guys have more faith in me than I sometimes have in myself. And Chris said, look at this divergence of the 80. If we cannot get below the daily open, we're buying. Who bought? Okay. Who of you? And sometimes I wish I had that faith in myself. Chat, let me know who bought. If you bought, yeah, go break even. Because this 200 is going to be somewhat of a sticking point for price. And I do think if we get above it, your next area of interest is going to be up here. But I'm more than happy. I took a nice little solid win here. This just puts me... XNES is the worst broker I've ever seen. I didn't say that. Finding Carl SA said it.
Where did that come from?
I don't know. But Chad, this puts me back only down 1.5. Yeah, 1.5%. So we back positive. That trade gave us a nice 1.5% boost. And I do think we're going to have a solid week. There is volume. There's definitely some range to do stuff here. I was very, very less for this position here, but also not going to force it. Not going to... Sure, this would have been another quick... Yeah, okay, no. That's the DGen in me. Chad, the DGen is coming out, and that's where you just need to cap it. Keegs, we obviously need to wait for our man, of course, Big K Rizzle. So I bought it. BE, Human Trading Robots. Beautiful. I move my stop loss to break even, and it take me out in... Bro, X, is that XNES? Jeez. Okay. And it starts my stop loss, then as it goes up, all of a sudden stop loss hit. Volt on top, actually. Chad, I don't pay Carl to say any of that. That is human experience. I bought, but I'm out now. I wish Vault could trade crypto. Alrighty, right. What did Shaq do? Shaq, obviously, did Shaq's second bar also get clapped? I think his second bar would have also gotten nuked. Let me know. I think he got clapped the second time around. I don't think he'll take another bullet.
It did.
Did his second bar also get clapped?
Yeah, Quentin said it did.
Yeah, that's the issue with some of these news events. You don't know
but how come he enters multiple times now? His whole thing was always one trade, one day, one candle, one everything. And now he's entering multiple times.
So the thing is, there's, for instance, if the criteria is still valid, which it was, you enter, you give the trade a second chance.
Okay. No, I get that. I get that. I'm just going off from obviously what he's told us. That's really like I've noticed. He's
I almost want to say like if you win, you're done. But if the trade ran away from you, you're also done. But
okay, but the thing is, Quentin's saying what he's doing now is he's risking 0.5%. So technically he risks 1%
so it's
a day.
One bullet.
But he's just okay. That makes sense. That makes sense then.
I wasn't paid. This is my. No, I'm kidding, Chad. I don't have an issue with any other broker. End of the day, I gave you guys a masterclass on how brokers work this morning. So if you ever wonder again, go and watch this morning's stream a little bit later. Showed you how to go through the company docs of a broker, how brokers operate, A book, B book. This community cannot be bullshitted. This community at no stage will ever be bullshitted because they're gonna know how a broker functions. When somebody like a Raja Banks or a Ted Safranco, some people I would say that really hurt the industry in terms of the business they concluded. When I start talking some of the rubbish on their platforms, Ted, you would obviously there's no face behind it. You always think, why would somebody stream and not show their face or hide their personality or there's a reason why people hide. When we start to hide, then you know there's a problem. When we start streaming from disclosed locations.
Alright. Are we going to wrap it up soon, brother?
Yeah, I just want to do this quickly. Keeks, did you know what? On the one live stream that Don had many years ago, I'll never forget it, Chad. Somebody asked Uncle Ted. Ted was on Don's stream, Chad. And I said, Ted, why does slippage occur? Like, why do we get slipped so badly on Traders Domain? And Ted said, guys, you know what happens. It's because we don't put enough money on the order book. I actually have to go and put money on the order book, otherwise your orders don't get filled. So we have to put extra liquidity on.
Yes.
And I listened to this and I commented and I said, Ted, what cuck are you talking about? You had to put liquidity on the order book. It's because you don't have a liquidity provider. You lying son of a gun. It's because there is no liquidity provider, or you didn't pay your liquidity provider, so you had to settle debts because they were considering your flow as toxic. They don't take your flow because you don't pay your flow. Anyways. All I'm saying is I've seen Vault pay out 100k easy, so alright, there you go. Alrighty, Keeks, you want to go full cam?
Go full cam,
full cam.
Maybe up.
Keeks, do you rate that very, like maybe after tomorrow afternoon, that I will have the strongest hair in the game?
It's going to be close, bro.
What do you rate?
I got my appointment on Thursday. So
Is your appointment on
you might
Thursday?
only last 2 days.
But I see you've really girthed up on the thickness, eh? I saw it over the Sunday when you posted that meetup.
Oh, yeah.
And I was like, sheesh, my boy, like, his hair's getting thick.
Yeah. Nah, bro, but our boy Foz has been hooking me up.
With a product. Why are you not Chad, look at this guy. Not telling me. This man has been using because his hair is thick as hell, my bro.
We haven't really done anything. He actually has got me a product. I'm going to get it from him on Thursday.
But your hair does look thicker though. Like,
I think I think maybe it's the idea. Maybe it's because obviously I'm not wearing caps as often. So
yeah.
maybe. I don't know. But there is actually a product I'll tell you about afterwards that he's getting for me.
Is it a shampoo or what?
I'm not sure what it is, bro. I haven't even Googled it. Like, when he told it to me, I was like, bro, what the hell's this shit? And he just told me it's for my hair and stuff. And I was like, okay, cool. But yeah, Chad, I think good day on the markets. Obviously, London session a bit quiet. And then, as I said, USD, the trade showing some real potential. As I said, if someone had a better entry, you literally, I think stops was like a pip or 2 pips. So you maybe survived it. You would hit a full TP there. And then with Chris's trade as well, he's in full TP. So it was a good day on the stream. But as you say, we're going to see you guys again tomorrow. It's only Wednesday. So middle of the week again.
Tuesday today.
Yeah. Tomorrow's Wednesday.
Yeah, Tuesday, yeah.
Yeah.
Almost felt like a Wednesday.
And then keep in mind, obviously tomorrow is the day we are going to start pricing in for CPR. So we'll keep that ahead of ourselves and keep an eye out for that. But yeah, other than that, good day on the markets. As always, thanks Chris for joining, bro. And then yeah, any closing remarks from your side?
Chad, sorry man, it has been a little bit up and down the last week. I feel like we haven't really settled into the office yet. Things are getting now to the tail end. We're getting here, and there's still like electricians running around, and there's guys painting around us. So again, in terms of the environment, we're not settled in yet. And anybody that knows me and that knows Keegan and that knows anything about trading is that there needs to be a systematic approach to everything you do. So we're still finding our feet. It's going to take maybe another week or so, and then we'll be settled in, everything in its place, everything working, and getting used to the new environment. So, but other than that, like I said at the start of the week, we want to put on a trading clinic here this week, and not for anybody, purely for ourselves, purely to we owe it to ourselves as traders. And yeah, I want to just at the end of the week really say that I've given my best ability. I was locked in, I was focused. The trades I took were good trades, and again, win or lose, then you can say like I followed my plan, I didn't come out on top, or I did come out on top, and it feels good. So that's all I need to say. But yeah, Keegs, thank you so much, my brother. I hope you feel much better tomorrow. And then
always, brother. But other than that, Chad, I think that is the session. So we're gonna see you guys tomorrow, Chad. Peace and love, baby. Cheers, Chad.
Cheers, guys.
Every time you hold me, take me higher, higher. Every little thing you do, every time you hold me, take me higher, higher. Oh, you take me higher, you take me higher, baby. You take me higher, you take me higher, baby. You take me higher. You take me higher, baby. You take me higher.
always trying to see through your flaws, 'cause I know that you got so much more to give. You made a real mess, but I miss you though, 'cause I can go to sleep when I'm alone again. Say you wanna fix our problems. How long should I be waiting? Feels like I've had too much of drama, but I'm not ready to give in. Of your good side, I start wondering how I could make it last a little longer. Say you wanna fix our problems. How long should I be waiting? Feels like I've had too much of drama, but I'm not ready to give in.
I am here in the middle of nowhere. There is no there, it is cold there, but I am safe and I am warm. Although it's hard, I know I gotta keep up. No time to lay, to drift away. I find my space, I spend my time down the road.